Well, Lewis, great to see you and thanks for joining us via this virtual link. How are you feeling after an incredible 48 hours, that O2 event, and then it was new car day today? You finally got your hands on the new machinery at Ferrari.
No, it's been crazy. We landed at 4 a.m. or just before 4 a.m. this morning, and Charles was in the car first, but I was like, I'm gonna make sure I'm up. So Charles is not just the only one taking the brunt of the lack of sleep. So it's definitely, we've only gone off a couple of hours sleep, but so much work has gone into getting the car ready for today, and to be able to drive the car in Ferrari is, man, it's just incredible. The feeling has been great today. You've got a crowd here that turn up every time we go on track, and every time you go into turn one, it's literally like you're at a race. The support is incredible.
I know you've had a few chances to do it now, but is it still that excitement? Are you still getting that kind of buzz in your stomach every time you get the opportunity?
I swear, I'm getting the biggest buzz every time I just put my kit on. You know, it's red. I walk out and there's the Ferrari sign. I'm like, I'm actually really here. I'm in Enzo's, in this beautiful old building that Enzo had his office in. And just each day just reminded that I'm really, it's really happening. I'm really here. I'm very proud of the Shield, and I just really want to work as hard as I can with the great people here to elevate them and the brand as high as possible.
Charles, how was the O2 last night, and how was new car day today, getting your hands on the new machinery?
It was really cool. I mean, both were really cool. I mean, the event was amazing, but obviously driving the first time the car is always an incredible moment. So that was very special today. There was also loads of tifosi around the track, and that makes it even more special. So, but everything went well. We didn't have any problems or things that we didn't expect, which is always a positive for a first day. Then to really go inside the feeling of the car, it's very difficult as a first day and a first shot with the car, but everything was good. I'm very tired. Only 2 hours and a half of sleep. Okay. From yesterday, the London event to this morning in the car very early on. So a bit tired, but yeah, everything is great.
I know that Jack Whitehall gave you a bit of a hard time yesterday. How did you find that?
No, it was fun. I mean, it was fun. It was a really cool evening. I think it's amazing that F1 managed to put all the Formula One teams at the same time to unveil their cars, and yeah, it was a fun night.
Has it been a little bit emotional maybe to start with, because it is the realization of a dream?
Well, the first week was definitely very emotional. Honestly, I think every time we arrive here and you see the crowd, you see everyone in the garage, it's always emotional here, because it's just like, even seeing John today, just thinking, geez, it's like we've been friends for years, yeah. And did we ever know that we'll be working together? The hope was there, but we needed the stars to align, and they did finally. And there's a lot of love in this team, and the passion and the drive to succeed there's no lack of that, that's for sure.
It feels like you've got a smile on your face all the time. I see you now ever since you put on red. I just wondered, in terms of, you talked yesterday about this fulfillment in life, does it really feel like a new chapter for you with Ferrari?
Well, yeah, well, it is a complete new chapter. I feel the previous chapters have been as great as they could be, and they've been. I really genuinely feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. It feels natural. It feels right. Just the timing, it couldn't have been better for me. And as I said last night, just like I got this, it's invigorating to have this like new burst of energy, and I never thought at this point in my life I would have this excitement each day. Like, I'm getting to work with a new group of people. I am massively challenged with the things, the hurdles that are ahead in terms of learning as fast as you can to be ready to fight for a championship. But we're doing everything we can to make sure that we're as ready as it can be.
Fred, what's the vibe like in the team right now? It just seems that there's so much positivity, because you really showed last year what you could deliver. Does it really feel like, or do you feel like the team believe they can really win if everything comes together and you just get the job done?
To think that you can win or to be convinced that you can win is important, but it's not enough. Then you have to do the job and you have to do the good job. I think that we have the self-confidence based on what we did last year, but we have also the open mind to say that we have to do a better job next year than this season and or last season. And I think the mentality and the approach of the team is a very good one, very positive. We are full of energy. Lewis coming and joining the team is bringing us also a new energy, and this was crystal clear today with thousands of tifosi on the track and next to the track, and this was a very, very good feeling.
Charles, I know you've driven a fair few Ferraris now for the first time, and I know it's early days, so like you said, it's hard to get a read of the car, but A, did you get those tingles when you first drove it, and B, is there any kind of glimmer that you could get from the car to kind of give you an idea of whether or not you could continue such a strong year that you had last year into this year?
Well, I mean, of course, the emotion is always there because we've been working so much in the background for so many months in order to get to that day ready. And obviously, for us, it's also very, very special because the track is not any track, but it's the track in the middle of the factory where all the people working on that car can sit firsthand. Doing the first few laps around the track. So I think it's an emotional day for the whole team, and I think it's a very special one. Then, feeling-wise, it's a bit more difficult to feel anything because the cars have evolved so much since the track has been created. The track is quite narrow, and it feels a bit like a city track, so it's very particular. So to actually have the first feeling out of the car, we'll wait until Bahrain. But let's say that the first numbers we've seen are not different to what we were expecting those numbers to be, which is a good first sign. Yeah, but we don't know. Maybe McLaren or Red Bull or Mercedes have found something magic, and this we'll only know in Bahrain.
How about how you're feeling? I mean, for me, I feel like last year was maybe your best season ever. I thought you were super consistent. You kind of went under the radar, which I know an F1 driver might not always want to do. But do you feel like stronger, fitter, faster than ever and kind of hopeful that you can fight for the championship this year if you've got the right car?
Yes, I feel that way. I think, as you said, it's been a bit of a shift of mentality after 23 where I was never accepting the fact that we were not fast enough to win, and so sometimes you just try and do a miracle, but that sometimes will happen, but also sometimes will end up not well, and I will lose quite a few points. And after 23 I was like, okay, maybe I've got to change a little bit the way I approach a season, and whenever it's the days where you've got to take the points that are available, you've got to take them. And I think in 24 these have been achieved very well, and when I look back at my season, there's been very little, if any, missed opportunities, and on that I'm very happy, and I'll definitely try and reproduce that. And then if we have the car from the first race to the last race, then I'm pretty sure we can have a shot to try and win the world title, which is obviously my ultimate dream.
Another new thing for this year is obviously that big topic, Lewis Hamilton. How is he settling into the team?
Yeah, we had the advantage to be able to do a TPC day before, and it was not the first day for Lewis today into the team, into the car, yes, but not with the team, and we were able to learn to work together the last couple of weeks, and it went very well, and it was today was an easy one on this side.
It was really clear that Lewis and Charles get on well. We saw that on the stage at the O2 yesterday. How have you seen that relationship starting to build already?
In our business, that everybody is world champion before race one, and we are all in honeymoon before race one. You know that the most important is what will happen in the next few weeks. But I'm really positive because that they have a huge mutual respect, good collaboration, good technical collaboration, good relationship outside of the car and of the racing activities. It means that I think we are in a good shape. But let's see for the future that we have to continue to push together as a team with this kind of emulation between the drivers to try to get the best from what we have.
How have you been getting on with Charles so far, a new teammate, and how formidable a lineup do you think you guys can form this year to fight for both championships?
Charlie and I get on really well. We generally have for quite some time, but obviously when I knew that I was coming here, and also being the older driver, I really tried to go out of my way to try and make sure that we spoke more often and got to know each other a little bit more. And there's actually quite a few things we have in common. And so, like, we flew here last night and we were up the whole time just playing chess. And, you know, so we've got a great rapport. He's working incredibly hard, and it's great to see his work ethic and learn from him his knowledge of what he's been and experienced here for the past 6 years, and really working together to elevate the team. I think I mean, as you know, it will without doubt be one of the strongest teammate pairings, and that's, I think, a positive.
The question that everyone's going to ask is, can you win the championship this year, Lewis?
I mean, literally, I've only just driven the car that's our contender for the year, so it's impossible to say at this moment. But I do believe this team has absolutely everything it needs in order to win, and I think we just got to build one step at a time. And we don't know what everyone else is bringing, so we'll get to Bahrain and we'll just keep our head down and focused on doing our job and maximizing our 3 days. And we'll see how we are when we turn up to Melbourne. But you know, one thing for sure, no stone will be unturned, and we just keep on pushing. There's a massive push here, which is great to see.
Can't wait to watch what happens, Lewis. Thanks so much for your time and good luck this season.
Thank you. Good to see you.